What do you think, Miss CNC? Your hands are awful clean.
Nice job. I supervise.
Supervise. Somebody's got to supervise.
Dirty supervisors.
That's right. Alright guys, it's Clinton from CNC Equipment. It's a beautiful Saturday morning out here at the headquarters of CNC Equipment. We've got some stuff planned today. We've got the truck out. We got a dozer to work on. We got some equipment to move. We got all kinds of good stuff to do, so we're going to get after it. Alright, so what we got going on today, I went to an auction yesterday up in Indianapolis. Bought some stuff there. Actually got to go up there later on today and get some get another load. But up on the property up here, you guys been watching those videos of us moving dirt and all that good stuff. I got to pick up that yellow Frankenstein 850, bring it back down here. It's actually sold to a viewer. We got to do a little bit of work to it, so we might bring you guys along on that in another video. We got to get it down here. I'm going to try to get that 700J running there. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's actually one I bought in Florida. If you guys watch some of my Florida auction videos, that thing's been sitting around here a little while. I got a piece of plywood has blown on my truck roof. All these Jeep bodies laying around. So anyway, we're gonna try to get that 700 going. We've actually used it some. I actually stole some parts off of it for another dozer. I'll show you what we got going on with it. So I bought this dozer down at Jeff Martin auctions down in Florida in February actually. So been sitting here a while. Hunter actually run it on the dirt bike track, used it for a couple other things. You guys see it needs a blade skin. I do have one of those sitting over there. We might do a video on putting a blade skin on that thing later. So keep all my local loggers happy. They actually sold a machine to one of them and it dropped the transmission controller out. You guys may have seen me program these in earlier videos and stuff like that. All these John Deere dozers have, the later ones have a transmission controller on them. So I actually stole it out of this one to get the loggers going that day. And I had this one rebuilt by a company out in, I think, North Carolina. It's the first time I've sent one off, had it rebuilt. This box from John Deere is actually like $4,000. So I had that one rebuilt for a fraction of that. It's supposed to come with a 1-year warranty. I've never tried them before, so we're gonna see if it works. We'll get to putting it in here. Another thing that happened to this dozer when we parked it, act like it was running out of fuel. I know Hunter said he had it full of fuel. I don't know if we got a fuel filter issue, fuel pump, or what's going on with it, but we'll give her a check out here once we get this in here. So this transmission controller controls all the functions of the transmission speeds, monitors a bunch of all kinds of stuff. So we'll get her changed out here. I guess put it back in. Some bolts left over. Alright, so checking the fuel in this thing, if you guys can hear that. Thing sounds plumb empty. I think Hunter may have just been seeing fuel splashing And it actually has a neck that goes down here and into the main tank. He may have just been seeing fuel in that elbow and thought it was full. So anyway, we're going to try to put some fuel in here. Alright, got some fuel running out. Like I say, that neck comes down in here, and actually the tank sits down here on these 700s. It's a little bit different, so we're gonna check a couple fluids maybe. Get some stuff open. Hydraulics on the ad. Check the engine oil. Got a couple fuel filters, we might throw them on too, just for good measure. We take it and run it a little bit. Right on the full line. Alright. So I don't know, you guys watched, I've calibrated these transmissions before in the past. Usually on a used controller, you don't have to calibrate them, so I'm hoping I don't have to do that with this reman. I've never had one, so I don't know how they're going to go. The reason I don't want to try to do it right now is because could throw some other issues up, and being I don't have much time Saturday, I don't want to go through and adjust all those. So if it runs and works fine for now, we may go ahead and take it and run it. When we get back to the shop, we'll go through this thing and completely check everything out, calibrate that transmission and stuff. So we'll let this thing fuel up here, and we'll see if she'll fire. Because last time when I parked it here, she acted like she's running out of fuel. I kind of got it here and shut her off, so didn't know if it was a clogged fuel filter or what it was. So we'll let her fuel up and see what she does. Alright, she had enough fuel in her to get going here. Turn her on and see what happens. Well, she must be plumb out. It's not happy. It's still running when it shut off, but I have to bleed her out here. Got a little bleeder screw here. Get out my trusty knife / screwdriver. I got a little, the fuel pump has a little hand primer pump on it here. You can pump her up. I'll keep pumping that up till we get good fuel up there, get all the air out, then we'll be hopefully good enough to get her going. Alright, we'll try that. I think I got most of the air out. There she goes. Good oil pressure. Beautiful. So the reason I'm going to take this up to the property, if you guys been watching those videos, we got a bunch of wet dirt there at the end, we got a bunch of mud we're dealing with on the backside. So the ground pressure on these 700s, low ground pressure machines, actually is down to like 4.5 pounds per square inch. So those 850s we were running up there, they're actually, the one we put the wide tracks on is like around 7 pounds per square inch, and the yellow one, the Frankenstein dozer, is around 8 pounds per square inch. So this thing is almost half the weight per square inch of those bigger tractors. So these things float really well. They got a long and wide track on them. The machine's just a lot lighter. You got a 30,000 pound machine instead of a 45,000 pound machine up there. So makes a big difference on that part of it. I'm going to see what this transmission controller does here, see if she works fine, and hopefully it does. We can load her up. Alright, let's try her. Speed goes up to 3, back down. Well, I think all is good on that. I'm not going to mess with calibrating like I say right now. Wait till we get done with it. And sometimes they can throw some hiccups and some pressures and adjustments under the floorboard, or some sensors. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, but they can be time consuming. So I'm going to get this bolted up. The reason I pulled it in the shop, transmission hydraulic tanks are on the add line on the oil. We're going to be working on the side of hills and stuff over there, so I want to make sure those are up on the full mark. It's always a good idea, especially working on steep slopes and stuff. Keep your fluids full. I know a lot of manufacturers, John Deere, Cat, will actually say if you're working on a slope past a certain degree to keep your fluids over full a little bit. It's a certain percentage, so just helps out if you're on a steep hill. So we'll get those things topped off and get this dude loaded up. All right, we got our oiled, greased up. Actually welded me a little pipe on the blade there to put our grade control on so we can get the top of that dam situated up. I'll probably do that later. I turned the disconnect back on. I turned it off while I was welding. That's always a good idea. You don't want to melt down our new transmission controller, so we're gonna go load this dude up. All right, we got our chain down. We're just gonna go right up here on top of the hill about a quarter mile away. We're gonna fire up, get the tail folded up, and then we'll be ready to go. 700 unloaded. We're gonna try her out. Like I say, Hunter's put a couple hours in that thing, so we feel it's pretty solid. But if you guys not seen, there's 3 or 4 videos of us actually redoing this old pond. The old dam was leaking, had a bunch of trash underneath of it, stumps and crap. So we cut all that out, put a new keyway in the backside, borrowed a bunch of dirt over here, and got her all raised up. So the last couple foot of dirt out of the hole was a little bit wet. You guys can see the 850s were sinking in. It's actually still pretty soft here yet. So got some extra dirt I still need to bring around up there in the other end. That's all topsoil and junk. You see that big old stump down there? That's all crap that was underneath this original dam right in the center of the valley. So we got all that out, got it cleaned up, but you guys can see that it's still a little soft on top. So let's see how that 700 does. It should be a lot lighter on its feet, and we'll get this shaped up a little bit better. Like I say, we're a little low on dirt down there, and let it dry out some more, and probably come back there and grade it up one more time. And then we got some topsoil up there saved. We got some over there we'll put back over this clay. We also got to take a little bit of this dirt here and put up against that bank where we cut that out. So there'll be about 5 foot of water in here when we get done. So I'm gonna set you guys up on time lapse and let you watch. All right, we got the dam shaped up a little bit better. That 700 floated quite a bit better. I did take the 850 you guys seen time lapse, shove some dirt from up here around here. Got this all tracked in. I got a little high spot here, I can see. I think I got a low spot there. I don't have the laser with me today. I'll probably bring that back tomorrow and touch it up, but I'll leave a little extra dirt here so we can do what we need on top of the dam. So we're gonna let this bake out and dry up some more. Like I said, I'll come touch it up. I was able to get over some of that mud and stuff, the 700, so I get time, we'll probably pull those piles down a little bit with the excavator and work those all in and let those dry up a little bit more. So right now I'm gonna load up the Frankenstein 850, take it back to the shop. Actually have a buyer for that. He's a YouTube viewer, so he's been watching all the videos and stuff. So likes the tractor. We got to do a little bit of work to it before we ship it off. So guys, we'll go get that loaded up. There's your size comparison. I don't know if you guys can tell between a 700 and an 850J. Two totally different machines, really. There's a 750. It's in between those. The 750 and 850 is kind of based off the same tractor. A 700, pretty much its own animal. The 450s to 650s, kind of in the same size class. So the 700s, like I say, they're good grading tractor and stuff. Like I say, they're kind of on their own little weight class there. But I'll go over and see. It'll dozer fire up. We've not had any issues with it. Did dig the tracks out on it the other day, so we can take it over and get her cleaned up. All right. Fire this dude up. My cold start. No issues. All right, got her all loaded down. The boys are tightening up the last chain there. We're gonna head on down to the shop. It's just right over the hill right there. owner's getting the tractor unloaded there. Sucker's putting her chains up and clean her deck off. This tractor's actually sold. It's got to get cleaned up, washed, and painted. There'll be another video of on this tractor of us doing some more work to it. We gotta do some more stuff to it. So if you guys want to see that, definitely stick around, subscribe so you don't miss that out. That'll be coming up. So I'm gonna get this trailer cleaned off because, like I said, yesterday was at an auction. I bought a few things. I got 2 dozers and a backhoe to pick up yet. I actually bought another backhoe and there's a road grader over there yesterday, but I got a special guest gonna go up with me. So there's actually a party at the auction, a 30-year anniversary. We get up here, we'll talk a little bit more about that. So, all right, got the truck fired back up. I got my new special person.
Hey friends.
Miss CNC is with us today. Are you gonna go help us load up some stuff?
Yeah, I'm ready.
We're ready. We're heading to the auction up here. I told you earlier, gonna go check out the party, but we do have 2 dozers and a backhoe to load up. How am I gonna fit 2 dozers and a backhoe on the trailer?
We'll make room.
We'll make room. Might be a little baby backhoe, we'll see. So we're gonna head on up to where we're going, Lapel, northeast side of Indianapolis. So
Pendleton?
Pendleton, yeah. Lapel, somewhere in there. We gotta get out here and get the gate shut. We'll head on up.
Pick me, I know.
You're supposed to say.
Don Smock Auction Company.
Don Smock Auction Company. They even got their trucks parked out front. They got a big old parking lot. All the equipment's back here in the back. We actually gotta go in there and drop a check off because somebody messed a check up yesterday. Who was that?
It wasn't me. It wasn't here.
Alright, I'm gonna go over and give him a check from yesterday that I screwed up writing for the 2nd time in my life.
Till he messes up my checkbook.
Yeah, you'll just have to board it.
Boy.
And then we'll go up here and see what we got. You been helping over there?
Ready to help.
Are you?
Yeah.
You look like it.
I'll tell you where to go.
Yeah. Alright, we got 2 dozers way over there. And a little baby back over here. I actually got some fireworks set up in here for the 30th anniversary tonight. Got a party over there in the auction building. One day I get time, we'll have to come up here and check this place out and do an inspection on some of the equipment, but it's all kinds of stuff up here. Of course, I bought the smallest thing here possible. Good little sellers for sure. Let's see if she starts. Maybe. Purring like a kitten. I'm not used to something this big. backhoe on there. I'm gonna go grab a couple dozers. A lot of paving equipment this time. Big old International TD25C. These were good old tractors back in the day. I was gonna bid on that one. It brought more than I wanted to. Bought a little John Deere, believe it or not. And I got a little D5C over there. We're gonna load this dude up first. See if he starts. They wanted to make sure everybody knew that one had cold AC. This is D5C high stat. And we'll be all loaded up. Got her all angled on there so we're not over width. That's what I was doing.
I know, and I was letting you know you
Oh.
we had there.
I wanted to keep that one stake pocket open too, so I get a chain in it.
I was trying to assist.
This is what experience
Before
gets
you
you.
fell out.
You had 0 experience. Fell out of what?
You were over the side looking, and I was like, you know how much.
We got to keep her legal so we can run at night. You never know.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna make off-road with
That termite will be gone before we get it home.
It'll be a nice landscaping tool. I'll offer you half what you paid for it.
That means you're losing money too. That's not a smart venture. Yeah. What do you think, Miss CNC? Your hands are awful clean.
Nice job. I supervise.
Supervise. Somebody's got to
Don't get your
supervise.
hands dirty supervising.
That's right.
No, it's nice. That needs to go home. That needs to be sold. That needs to be sold.
Go home where?
I can do some rock moving,
Oh. You
landscaping.
need to talk to Tucker about that.
Why
That might be the perfect machine for you.
I think I can even figure out how to run that.
It's not too complicated. Hunter knows how to run it. He's the only one that's drove it before I bought it.
I let Hunter teach me before you probably.
Alright. That's going to be about it for this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all the stuff today. We were all over the place. Hauling stuff, moving dirt. So I'm going to get cleaned up. Go enjoy the party over there. Like I say, maybe another time we'll do a tour of the auction facility and all that good stuff. So we're kind of in a hurry today. So if you guys like what you're seeing, give me a big thumbs up. Helps me out a lot. If you want to keep seeing more of this stuff, let me know, and definitely want to subscribe if you want to see more of it. We'll see you next time.